Before we get into this episode, if you've been listening to Wind the Q and getting something out of it, we appreciate it. And if you want to support the show, we've got a monthly support option set up through the link in the description. If not, just listening and sharing goes a long way. All right, let's get to it. 35 years in the fire service, thousands of calls, countless shifts, and a lifetime of experience. And then sitting across the table from someone who hasn't even really started yet. Same job, same uniform, same expectations, but two completely different realities. Because one of them knows exactly what this job is, and the other one is just about to find out. And the truth is, there are things about this job that nobody tells you. Not in rookie school, not in training, not during the hiring process. You only learn it when you walk into the fire station for the first time. And for most people, they figure it out on their own. But today, we've got something different. A father who spent 35 years living it, and a son who's about to step into it. Same last name, same path, but two completely different starting points. So the question is, why didn't anyone tell us what this job is really like?
Boots hit the floor, jump in our gear, mask, gloves, door, screaming down the street.
Welcome to Wind the Q, the stories behind the Sirens. I'm Lieutenant Dodson, Engine Officer here in Northwest Georgia. This podcast is about the real conversations in the fire service. It's about the jobs, about the brotherhood, and about the lessons we learn along the way. So this is episode 13. Today we're sitting down with retired Battalion Chief Mark Bagley and his son, Connor Bagley. One spent 37 years in this profession, and the other has just got his first assignment. Same family, two completely different perspectives. And today we're talking about expectations, reality, legacy, and what this job becomes over time. So I'm going to throw this first question to Connor. So growing up around the fire service, was this always the plan?
I'd say, yeah. I knew it was always in the back of my mind, at least, that this is where I'd want to eventually end up. It was just more of a, how do I get here?
Gotcha.
What is it going to take? And I graduated high school about 10 years ago, and the whole plan was, as soon as I graduate, he was going to retire.
Yeah.
And then I was going to step in. Well, he decided to hang around a little bit too long, and I got stuck mechanicking.
Yeah.
And then finally, when he did retire, the pay difference was too much.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't justify it. And now, gracious enough that our department's actually pays very well.
Yeah. It has got a whole lot better
for a rookie firefighter. So it's allowed me to actually take the step into it now.
Yeah. I didn't get into it till I was 32. I was in construction and made good money. Already had 4 kids, was married, and you feel like you're locked into that.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big deal to leave that security that you have to try something new.
Right.
But I knew if I didn't do it at that point, I wasn't going to do it. And I'm glad I did, kind of stepped out on faith and did that. But yeah, that's a big transition. But what was the moment you knew that, all right, this wasn't just a thought or an idea, like I'm doing it?
It really honestly didn't click until, I want to say it was probably as soon as I started the CPAT for this department.
Yeah.
It was like a light switch flipped and it was on from there. And then once I finished and I knew I passed, I don't really think there was much way you could have talked me out of it after that.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in it to win it.
Yeah. Good deal. Mark, when Connor told you he wanted to become a firefighter, what did you think?
Oh, I was proud.
Yeah.
Grinning from ear to ear. It just, I don't know if Connor told you, but he's 4th generation.
4th generation.
So it all started with my grandfather, of course, and then down to my dad, 2 of his brothers, and then me and my brother, and now down to Connor. So made me very proud.
Yeah. That's a big legacy. What did you want him to understand about this profession before he started?
That it's not just a job.
Yep.
It's a calling. And don't come down here just to earn a paycheck.
Yep.
Come down here, do your job, love what you do. And if you love the job, it's not a job.
That's right.
It's a calling.
They say if you love your job, you'll never work a day.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has its up and downs for sure, but I still love it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yep. I think once you kind of get bit by that bug, you stuck.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
What's interesting is both of you arrived at the same destination, same department.
Right.
You know, road to get here may have looked a little bit different, but when you went through recruit school, what was it like?
Well, I came to work at the department in August. Didn't go to recruit school till the following April.
Yeah.
So we were riding a truck. I had some training as a volunteer with another department, and showed up down at the Georgia Public Safety Training Center, and actually was the first recruit class to go through that facility. We thought we were down there for quite a long time. My recruit class lasted 7 days.
Oh, my goodness.
The last 2 days were burning acquired structures.
Yeah.
So
7 whole days.
7 whole days.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
What, other than that time frame, what would surprise today's recruits the most about how training looked then? The things you went through then as far as training?
We didn't go as in depth into firefighter safety and health like they do today.
Yep.
We didn't go into the self-rescue, rescuing a down firefighter. We didn't go into all that.
Yeah.
They taught us basically the old adage, put the wet stuff on the red stuff.
Yeah.
We didn't go into a lot of the ventilations that we use today. Back then, you used a smoke ejector.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
We didn't know about hydraulic ventilation or positive pressure ventilation, stuff like that.
But you mentioned the medical side. There was no medical side.
There wasn't.
Cardiac arrest, maybe?
We didn't run all cardiac arrest in our department's jurisdiction.
Yeah.
We ran wrecks with entrapment. We had no extrication tools.
Yeah.
We had porta powers, so we just done the best we could.
Yeah.
We did work a few cardiac arrest. We had a couple of guys in the department that had started teaching CPR, which was new to the department.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it was about a year after I started, we finally got our first set of extrication tools.
Gotcha.
And then we started running only cardiac arrest and automobile accidents.
Gotcha. Okay. Good deal. Connor, what surprised you most about recruit school?
It's at our state training facility, they train all walks of life.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got guys from really nice departments like us. I mean, I don't want to sound airheaded about it, but
no.
I mean, we have a jam up department.
Yeah.
And then, then you've got guys and girls from some volunteer departments that are lucky to have gear on that day.
Yeah, you're right.
Just seeing the difference of, I mean, we're all in the same state. And I mean, heck, one of the girls from a volunteer department, she's not, but just a couple hours from here.
Yeah. And
the difference in how her department's run and ours is just, it's wild.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I live in the next county over, and I mean, just to be straight, it ain't caught up yet.
Right.
It's getting there. It's getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. You start driving down the highway, how fast things change from one community to the next, or one area, you know.
And I mean, honestly, I've grown up around this department. I hate to say it, it's not, I don't really know a whole lot more.
Yeah.
Other than back when I used to be a fire truck mechanic for the state dealer. Yeah. You know, I saw some other higher paid departments or higher budgeted departments, I'll say, in the state. And I mean, I knew them, but when I didn't really know the inner workings and some of the behind the scenes stuff on some of the, I don't want to say lower class. I don't want to talk down on anybody, but I mean, it's kind of,
a lot of places just don't have the budget.
Yeah, they don't have the
revenue. And
right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, that's
Well, we're fortunate here where our department is. We have a lot of industry.
yes.
We have a lot of tourism.
Mm-hmm.
When you get out to some of the rural counties, they don't have any industry there, so they don't really have a tax basin
Yeah. That's
to
right.
afford
Yeah.
the nice equipment. They, I can remember some of the apparatus that we had surplused going to smaller departments,
Yeah. I remember that.
county-run departments, and they were proud to get it.
Yeah.
We had what we considered worn it out, and they were proud to get it. But because it was top of the line for them.
And I'm fairly sure they're still in service.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
So, back to rookie school, do you think it was harder or easier than expected, or you had it all figured out?
Oh, I definitely did not have it all figured out. I told him multiple times, probably days leading up to us leaving to go, and I was like, I'm excited because I know what to expect, but I'm nervous because I know what to expect, and I was completely wrong about all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, the mental side of it was the hardest thing. The first few weeks anybody that happens to listen to this that may go down there, the first 3 weeks sucks mentally.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're prior military and you did basic training, you're probably going to be fine. But me, I've lived within a 5-mile radius of where I was born my entire life.
It's new. It's all new, different stuff.
Yeah. And then getting thrown into the middle of that, and then training, and then classwork, and then, they ride you down there pretty hard.
Yeah.
They try to weed out the weak ones.
So much about it is discipline, though.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
And to us, moving into that and starting that process, we think this is dumb. Why in the world am I doing this? But it's just to establish that discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I called him one night and I was like, this is stupid. I know what the fire service is like, or had somewhat of a good idea,
Yeah.
I was like, this is not the fire service I know. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
And it was wild. But after the third week, they start calming down on you, and then it gets really fun.
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people say it before. That was the most fun I never want to have again. And that's a fact.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to do it again.
Yeah.
Especially at my age now.
Yeah.
I go do something else.
Yeah.
Training gets you through the door. It doesn't necessarily tell you everything about the job and what the job is. But Connor, you just got your very first assignment. Hadn't even started yet. Hadn't had your first day yet, right?
Yeah, my first shift is tomorrow morning.
What do you, from where you are right now, what do you think this job actually is? Not the recruit school and all of that, but this actual job.
I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even know how to answer that. It's kind of going back to what I said. I thought I knew what to expect going into rookie school.
Yeah.
And I kind of have a small idea of what to expect tomorrow morning on my first shift.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling I'm going to come in here and it's going to be nothing that I thought.
It'll be different.
Yeah,
It will be different.
I've told him from the beginning, the night before his first shift, he'll be up all night.
Yeah.
And the night of his first shift, he'll be up all night.
Sure will.
Whether he runs a call or not.
Yeah. Sleep with the bedroom light on because
Yes.
I don't want to sleep too hard.
Yeah.
I sleep through it. Yeah.
I saw a lot of rookies over the years that after that, the next morning after their first shift, they come in rubbing their eyes, and hunting the coffee cup. And it's like, what's wrong? So I've been up all night. So we didn't run the first call.
Just sat on my bed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
Mark, so how close do you think he is to knowing the reality of this job? Obviously, that's going to come down the road.
He's a long ways off.
Yeah.
I think he is well prepared from the training he had at the training center.
Yeah.
He's still got a lot of OJT to do.
Yeah.
I told him yesterday, he and I sit and talk, and I said, over your career, you're going to see a lot of things that you thought you'd never see before.
Yep.
Some of them you're going to laugh at. Some of them you're going to cry to. And I said, there's some of them you're going to see the rest of your life.
Yep.
Till you don't take your last breath.
That's right.
And so I want him to be prepared for that side.
Yep.
But
that's the hard side.
yes. Yes.
We've talked about like mental health and stuff like that a lot. And to me, yeah, that's the hard side. It ain't the calls. The physical side is nothing.
Yeah.
You know, it's we run that fire earlier today. That was rough for 30 minutes.
Right.
And it's done. But running the calls that we run and seeing the way that people act toward other people.
Yes.
And just the terrible stuff that we see, that's the stuff that sticks with you. And I'll throw this into, don't ever think you're too big to talk to somebody about it.
Right.
Have a conversation about
Totally agree.
And we've talked about this too before. All this peer support stuff's new.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just within last 5-6 years, maybe. But we're seeing such a buy-in from the older guys, which I didn't see coming. I thought they'd still be hard against it, but I think they've lived that side of that.
We were doing it back in the day. We just didn't realize we were doing it.
Yeah.
Because back when I came up from the rookie on up, the whole crew ate breakfast together, you ate lunch together, you ate supper together. And we would sit around the table and discuss the calls we had seen.
Yeah.
If somebody had something bothering them about a call, we discussed it as a group.
Yep.
So we were doing peer counseling. We just didn't realize what we were doing.
It all starts at that kitchen table.
It does. It does. And it helped. I can think back on some calls I ran that I still see today.
Yeah.
That we talked about at the kitchen table, and I think if I hadn't have done that, they would be bothering me more now than they were.
It like I said, it's so much of that starts at the kitchen table.
Yes.
And that's why, and I know we have always agreed on this, how important sitting down and eating together is.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know how many breakfasts me and you ate together.
Quite a few.
That was important because it's all about starting that process, of talking. And, we think, all right, I'm going to go to a shrink and get my feelings out and all that. That ain't really what it is. In a way it is, but you got to start processing that stuff.
But it's to me, and this is my own personal views on it, if you talk to somebody that's not in the fire service, that don't know what you're doing, they can talk to you and they can try to get your feelings out, but it's not the same satisfaction of talking to somebody who knows what you've been through.
Yes. And there's a lot of counselors now that are, like, their specialty is public safety.
Okay.
Because, I mean, even from this side of it, exactly what you're saying, I don't want to go in there and sit down because I know they don't know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah, they see the grief. Grief is the same across the board, the stages of it, but they don't understand it from my side.
Right.
And that's why so many of us hang up on never going and doing anything. But luckily, there's some people out there now who their specialty may be military or it may be public safety. So that's I think that's a big improvement too. So Connor, we talked about your first shift starts tomorrow morning. When you walk into the station tomorrow morning, and I hope at least before 6:30.
Yeah, if I'm not here before 6:30, something's wrong.
All right, I just want to put that little plug in there. What do you think it's going to feel like walking through the door the first time?
I can already tell you I'm already nervous.
Yeah.
I mean, thankfully, I'm super excited about the truck and the shift I got on.
Yeah.
My engine company officer, I've kind of halfway known him for a little while and super excited about that. So that kind of helps ease it up. But
you got on a good shift.
Yeah. I honestly don't even know what to expect. It's either going to go, I feel like I'm going to be the one, at the bench where everybody congregates in the mornings. I'm going to be the one standing off to the side, kind of looking around, going, all right, what do I have to do?
You will be.
Yeah.
And honestly, you can correct me if I'm wrong, that's where he needs to be that first day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't be all in the middle of it.
Yeah. Yep. So, Mark, to contrast what he just said, what are people looking for in him that first day?
Well, from the time he's done his CPAT and his interviews and stuff, he made it clear. I didn't have anything to do with it. He made it clear he was here to build his own legacy.
Yeah. Yep.
And I've told him from the beginning, don't go in and try to ride my coattails.
Yep.
Go in and build your own history, that dash.
Yep.
I think they're going to expect him to have a little bit of knowledge of what goes on around here. I think if something goes haywire with a truck, they're going to be looking at him.
Yeah, they're going to say, "Where's the new guy?"
Yeah.
Because he worked on them for a while.
Yeah,
And I would expect his company officer to test him on some of these calls.
Yeah,
Push him to his limits. Just see where his limits are.
yeah, that's right.
And see what he needs to work on. But like I said, from the Georgia Public Safety Training Center, he got a good education over the 10 weeks. So I think he's well prepared. He's a lot more prepared than what I was my first shift after I came out of recruit school.
For 7 days.
For 7 days.
For 7 days. God, I wish mine was 7 days.
Oh, my goodness. So there's a lot going on. And I say that about your first day coming in and kind of hanging out because it gives you a chance to read people. And as much as you're reading people, they're reading you too. And we've talked about this before. So you go down there to the training center for, what were you down there, 10 weeks?
Yeah, 10 weeks.
And you build this relationship with all the people that's in your class.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden that stops and you start over. I mean, you kind of feel like a veteran down there because you've been doing it. And all of a sudden that stops and you are brand new with a crew of people you may or may not like. It's rare to get a crew that you like everybody.
Yeah.
But whether you like them or not, you still got to learn how to live with them.
That's right.
And then getting to the point where, I really don't like this guy, but when tones drop, none of that matters.
Right.
You do the job. So, yeah, it'll come in time. And, we know kind of how y'all did down there, but it's still a time to prove yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and they kind of did that. They split us up into engine companies down there at the training at the academy, and they like to throw a wrench in a blender every now and then and just mix all the crews up.
Yeah.
For the first 4 weeks, I had a really jam up crew.
Yep.
Like when we were out doing whatever drills we were doing, it didn't matter. We got it done, and we were on top doing it.
Yeah.
At the end of week 4, they go, all right, we're swapping everybody up.
We do that here.
Yes.
Yeah. And thankfully, one of the guys that was on my engine company from the first 4 weeks, I somehow finagled to keep him actually all the way through recruit school. So it kind of helped out a lot. But the guy that started out with us on week 5, it was me, him, and the original other guy. Us 3 were together from week 5 on. And we had a fourth that was for those second 4 weeks. She was great, and then we got a different fourth guy for the last 2 weeks. I think it was something like that. Week 9 and 10. He was real good at holding a flashlight.
Yeah,
but and you learn how to work with that. Not a bad guy.
Holding a flashlight, there's something to be said about that, because how many times have you smacked him for not shining it in the right spot?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
Dang it, boy.
Yeah. Yeah. Which nothing wrong with the guy. He's a great guy. He needs a little extra help.
Yeah.
But
I get that.
He's a jam up dude. It's kind of hard when you've got 3 dudes that are almost a we don't have to talk to each other almost when we were in drills. And then we've got this number 4. We're like, come on.
Yep.
Yep.
But you'll have that on your crew.
Right.
Yeah.
I had, back when I was on the engine, I had crews that there was 4 of us. And me as a company officer, we would go in and never speak to each other, and everybody knew their role.
Yep.
And then I had the engine crews that you had to basically take somebody's hand and put it on what you wanted them to do, because they just weren't trained up to the level that you expected.
Yeah.
Not bad people.
Yeah.
There's all different levels of training out there.
That's right.
And there's all different levels of people out there that comprehend the training different.
That's true. I think a thing that will help you a lot is, I know where you were raised working with your hands.
Yes.
Mechanicking and building stuff and all that. And then on top of that, I mean, we hire 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds right out of high school. That's good, but there's no life experience there either. And that's not a jab at younger people.
So I can remember back before I retired, we hired this one young man, and we were doing some maintenance on a piece of equipment. I don't even remember what it was, and I handed him a screwdriver and told him to take something off of it. He had no idea how to do what I just asked him.
Yeah.
So he and I had a heart-to-heart, and I learned that he had never done anything like that. So I made it sure if we were working on anything, he was involved in it.
Yeah.
He was here probably 2 years before I retired, and I think he's made sergeant now.
Yeah.
And he's pretty jam up, you know.
Yeah.
But he had never been taught that.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. A lot of people just they don't have the opportunity to be taught that. Maybe everybody don't work on cars and build houses and stuff, and maybe it's like I say, and it's not a jab at them. That's just the way that
it's
the way
raised.
it happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I feel honestly very fortunate for the way I was raised, my life experiences, and he can vouch for it. Some over the past few years haven't been that awesome, but
but did you learn something?
Oh, I learned a lot.
That's what matters.
But no, I'm very fortunate for growing up around our department, growing up with the father that I have. Not even him, the whole family.
Yeah.
I mean, my grandpa, my uncle, both my brother-in-laws.
Yeah.
I mean, just being able to get as much experience in the fire service that I possibly could, honestly.
Yeah.
Before now, it's nice.
Yeah. And you did the Explorers years ago, right?
Yeah, how many years did I do that? 4 or 5, something like that?
4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
I think it kind of cut out maybe in 14 or 15. I can't remember what year they kind of.
I was the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right, around 14 or 15, 2014, 2015, because we moved into this new building in 12, and we were still having Explorer meetings.
Yep. I came mid 13, and we were still doing them. I think Coy had took them over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
right?
had.
Yeah.
But we hired, as a department, we hired several that went through our Explorer program, and turned out to be jam-up firemen.
Yeah.
So hoping that holds true with this one.
Yeah, I hope so.
We'll see.
T-Bird had a part in that too, didn't he?
Yes, he's the one that started it.
Yes, right. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I'd really like to see somebody eventually try to kick that off again.
Yeah. It needs to. It's a good program.
And
It's very
even
good.
for people that don't have that even know, hey, I don't care about nothing about being a firefighter later on in life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something to get you out of the house at a young age. It's something to get you some hands-on experience doing something other than playing on a computer, playing video games, something like that, or whatever. It's safe.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you may realize, man, I do like this.
I'm not gonna lie. Doing the muster competitions, I thought I was the coolest thing on earth.
Yeah. We don't do any of that anymore.
Yeah. So we had the full-time guys. We had, I think at one time we had 2 muster teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
We had
Explorers
2, and y'all had 2.
Yeah.
So we were going about every weekend to firefighter competitions. Really enjoyed it, and it's good training, it's good exercise, good fellowship.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because realistically, how much nozzle time do you get on the job?
I mean, it all depends now with 5 stations.
Yeah.
And 3 shifts. I mean, you can realistically go a couple of years without getting a really good fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it all just depends on how it falls.
Yeah, and in my eyes, of course, I don't have any kind of experience to talk about it a whole lot, but it's one of those things. If I don't touch another nozzle for the next 2 years, and it comes down to it, and it's, hey, you better get it and go in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Hope I remember how to do this.
Yeah. I mean, the more it's everything is about exposure.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I've told him. We get on shift, don't get settled.
Yep.
Continue to train, and I know this department's big on training. But the way I always try to look at training is we don't train until we get it right. We train until we don't do it wrong.
That's right. Yep. It's got to be second nature.
Yes.
So, all right. So, Mark, what's something nobody talked about before you got hired It's just something that you never seen coming, that when it happened to you on shift, and it may have been a call or it may have been training or whatever, but you're just like, holy crap, I didn't see that coming.
Well, like I said, when I first came here, we didn't run rescue calls.
Yeah.
And I got put on the rescue truck because, like I said, I had prior experience with another department a little bit. But one of the first major accidents I worked, train hit a delivery truck going through town.
Yeah.
So I was born and raised in this town, and got there to the call and started cutting the top off the truck, and lo and behold, it's a man I'd known all my life. You know, he's deceased. And it never really, I guess the thought process never crossed my mind of you're going to have to deal with people you've known all your life in bad situations. Now, over the 37 years, I spent, you know, you run several calls where you personally knew the people, whether it be a fire, medical call, a death, or whatever. But it's just something early in my career I never really thought about.
That's a rough way to find out about that too.
Yes.
Yes. Yep. Connor, what part do you think this job is going to surprise you the most?
I'm going to just have to piggyback off of what he said.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already kind of started with, you know, growing up in this town. I went to high school here.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've lived within a 5-mile radius my entire life. The fact of, hey, we just had a bad wreck at this intersection on a main road in town, and I've got to drive through that intersection every day.
Yeah.
I've got to see that intersection every day. And, I mean, it was just a few weeks ago. Somebody I'd known, or another truck at this department had ran the call, and he ended up passing. And we were leaving, getting ready to go to rookie school, and somebody said, hey, don't say nothing about it yet. You know, we just ran this call, and I think this is who this guy was, you know. And I was like, oh, crap. It just kind of, the realization starts to set in of, it's getting real. Yeah. It's not a good, we're going to go play with water hoses no more.
Yeah. No, it's real. I'm not from here. Mindy's grandparents lived here, and because of that, we spent more time in this town than we did the one we lived in. But after all the years that I've been here, I can't ride down a street in town and not see a house or an intersection or whatever that don't remind me of a call.
Right.
I mean, anywhere in town, it don't matter. So yeah, it sticks with you.
Well, going back to what I was saying earlier about working calls and people that you grew up around.
Yeah.
My first fire death I worked. Gentleman, for whatever reason, didn't get out. And that was in, if I remember right, it was around 1987, 88. Somewhere right, it was early in my career. And I got talking to these two guys. It's been about a month ago at Lowe's. And one of the gentlemen asked me, wasn't my name what it was? And I was like, yeah, you got it right. He said, I remember the day my dad burned up in that house. You were there. You were one of the ones that helped fight the fire. Yeah. You know, so it kind of, I don't know, it's wasn't to be expected. And it hit me like a ton of bricks in Lowe's a few weeks ago when the son said that. Yeah.
That's one thing with the peer support and stuff that I have found. You hear people talk about triggers. This triggered me and that triggered me. Some things I think may be a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah,
but,
I could agree.
But in that situation that you're talking about, I've had stuff like that happen too, where it might be a smell or a sound or speak to somebody, and all of a sudden you are right back on that call.
Back there. Smell the smoke.
Yeah, I've mentioned this before, that we work through these issues and we cram stuff in boxes, and down the road we find out it was a Jack in the Box.
Yes.
It pops back up, some little something. So yeah, it leaves a mark on us. It's hard to hard to work through sometimes. And kind of going along with that. So after 37 years, what has stayed with you? Maybe not necessarily calls. It may be routines. Not your biggest fire, not your worst call, but what has you been retired how long?
5 years.
5 years.
Matter of fact, 5 years next week.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What do you still do that came from this job? What stuck with you the most?
We go to a restaurant, hotel, whatever. I'm always looking for a way out.
Yep.
Always backing into parking spaces.
Yeah.
I don't ever sit with my back to the door.
Yep.
Just kind of the same old things. And a lot of times, I'll walk through and notice, the emergency exit sign's not working.
Yep.
It's just those little things. And there's quite a few calls that I ran that I still have problems with till today. But I don't know. It's just you get in a routine.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, one day of the week at the station is station duty. You clean the kitchen and all that stuff. And Connor can attest to it. We had that at the house.
Yeah.
So we spent one day a week. You clean the house, strip the refrigerator down, strip the stove, just like we did at the fire station. And we still do that at the house.
Yeah.
My wife gives me trouble to the day. I'll come in and say, all right, today's the day we're doing floors. Well, our whole house has got hardwood floors.
Yeah.
So I get the broom and the mop out, and she's like, it don't take all that, but we're moving furniture, we're moving everything. Because if we're going to do it, we're going to do it the firehouse way.
If you ever get behind on it, it's
right. You can't get caught up, but she can attest to that. If we're we still got those days.
That's right. I do that. Like, my morning routine is the same.
Mine is too.
Every single time. And if something is off, it messes me up.
Yeah. That's I know you remember from back when you were on my shift. You get up every morning at 5:45.
Yep.
You came to the kitchen. You made a pot of coffee, and sit and drank coffee and kind of talked and all that.
Yep.
I still do that in the house. I get up 5:30 in the morning. I make me a pot of coffee, and I sit in there in the peace and quiet.
Yeah.
Listen to the news, catch up on daily activities, and then I go start my day.
Yeah. I don't get quite that early on my days off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it still plays such a role in just everyday life. It becomes a part of you. What do you hope stays with you? But before you answer that, it's like we've already talked about. There's going to be a lot that stays with you.
Yeah.
Some of it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be wonderful, and you'll cherish it forever.
Yeah.
Some of it won't. What do you hope stays with you and you carry from now on with you from this job? And I know that's a weird question because you ain't even had your first shift yet.
Yeah, I don't. I almost want to say the brotherhood more than anything.
Yep.
Regardless if, who knows, 10 years from now, I'm still here and I have some life change and I'm moving 3 states away, whatever. I want to be able to come back here and these are all still my brothers.
Absolutely.
It kind of goes off of earlier when Dad said, this isn't a job.
Yep.
And to me, it's not a job. I mean, you could tell me whatever the pay is. As long as my bills are paid, I don't care. I'm going to be here.
Yep.
It's the brotherhood, the structure, it's almost a sense of gratification, kind of, being able to be helpful. I mean, given we're seeing people in their worst days.
Yep.
I don't wish that on anybody.
But if it happens,
I would love to be there to be able to help.
Yep.
Yes.
I made the mistake of, my first year or so, man, I hope we have structure fire today.
Yeah.
And then I got to thinking about that very thing. Well, if I'm wishing for one, somebody's got to lose everything.
Yeah.
And
You're right.
I changed the way I said that.
Yeah.
If it's going to happen, I want to be there for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's some old abandoned warehouse that ain't been touched in 35 years, cool.
That's one thing.
Let's go. Let's hope that thing catches on fire and we can go fight. But, old lady Lucy down the road.
Yeah.
No, keep her safe.
That's right.
Yeah. I miss you're talking about what stays with you. I miss the brotherhood.
Yep.
But it's nice when I walk back in one of the stations or see somebody on the side that I worked with.
Yep.
It's like we never missed a day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's familiar to you.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. I like it too. And man, we have had, I guess in the last 5 years, we have had so many people retire.
Yes.
And it's losing that whole experience base and knowledge base. Like we are young right now. Everybody on my crew, engine and tower, me and Stetson, he has 14 years. I have 13. Everybody else is less than 2 years.
Good grief.
The whole
Things have changed.
thing. Yeah. And they're jam up guys. They're good guys.
Yeah.
But they hadn't had the exposure of a 10-year guy, obviously.
Right.
They do a fantastic job. But it's just that's how young we are as a department. And coming up within the next 5 to 7 years, it's going to flip again.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the way that it's going to hit. So, all right. So let's talk about hiring process. I mentioned this in last week, but I've got some comments with questions about the hiring process. Not just here. This is pretty general across the board, but
Right.
You're the newest of the new that just came through the process. So I'm going to ask you. So we'll talk about applications. That's pretty cut and dry.
Mm-hmm.
Written tests, CPAT, and interviews. Just kind of highlight each one of those. You can start with applications. Obviously, there's not a whole lot to that.
Well,
Other than being honest about it.
right. The application, and I'll be honest, I'm not real familiar with applications from any other department. This is the only department I've ever applied at.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had a handful of other jobs before, but the application. So I sent in my resume. I get an email back, and it was, I had to bring my resume up here or something like that, and then I got handed an application packet.
Yeah.
And then when you fill out that application packet, I was like, man, this thing is thick. What all is in here? I figured it was like 3 or 4 pages of stuff I had to read first.
Yeah.
No, they want to know everything about you.
Yeah.
I mean, I was looking through it like, I don't remember when I got this speeding ticket.
And if you don't tell them, they're going to find out.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think I called him. I mean, I talk to him literally every day. I think I called him after picking it up, and I was like, why do they need to know all this?
Yeah.
And I get it. You know, they want you to be truthful. They want you to just lay it out on the table.
Yeah.
The application process after you get that done, I think they gave us like 14 days to do it.
Yeah.
It's nothing really once you actually sit down and start doing it. It just looks like a lot.
We've had people who have not been totally transparent on the application.
I've heard stories.
Yep.
Yep.
It ended bad
Yeah.
with a visit to Gypstick. And then
Oh, yeah.
that person was,
Oh, yeah.
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 Well, I've told all 3 of my children growing up, I said, so watch what you do.
yeah,
Always
Yeah.
be true with everything because what you do growing up will follow you the rest of your life.
that's exactly right.
Now he's found out why.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's
Sure does.
Yeah. Yes. Then after the application, our department, we go straight into a CPAT. And head chief here told me this the best way possible. I don't care if you can talk good. I don't care if you're the smartest man on the side of the street. If you can't put in the work physically, we don't want you here.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's true. We still want you to be smart, but
You got to be able to work.
oh yeah, you got to be able to put in the work because this ain't easy.
Yeah.
I mean, Gypstick showed me that.
Yeah.
I mean, I put on 12, 13 pounds while I was down there. Everybody else was losing weight.
I
I've
was
always been
gonna
a
say.
real skinny guy.
Yeah.
And I put on 12 or 13 pounds and just muscle.
Yeah.
Just from working constantly, which,
It is work. And we've talked about, we have these big muscled up guys that come out there to run the CPAT.
Yeah.
And they very seldom pass it.
oh, I almost did.
It is scrawny little guys that go out there and smoke it most of the time.
So I had several years ago this kid that I had known growing up, long hair, typical teenager. I hadn't seen him in a few years, and this guy shows up to do the CPAT, and he comes over and starts talking to me, and it's that young kid that I hadn't seen in a few years.
Yeah.
And he had went and served a tour in the Army. If I remember right, he was an Army Ranger, and had just come back from the Middle East. And I was like, "So you think you can pass this?" He said, "Man, I've been out of the military 2 weeks. I'm gonna smoke this thing." I'm like, "Okay, we'll see." So a little bit, he had his turn, and I went over to check on him under the rehab tent.
Yep.
And he was spent. He didn't pass.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I thought you was going to smoke this. He came back the next time, done a great job on it. And he's a captain at this department now.
Yeah.
But I always think back on him when people ask how hard that CPAT test is.
It's tough.
Oh, that was. I mean, I'd always been told. I've seen it. I've been here before. When I was in Explorers or whatever, just hanging out while I was out of school and watched it go down. I'm like, yeah, that looks like it sucks.
Yeah.
And then I've never been a really athletic kind of person. I didn't do sports in high school.
Yeah.
I was a mechanic. I did not really care about, I've got to be fit all the time,
Yeah.
I just got to be able to turn wrenches. Well, now here I am trying to prepare for our CPAT. I was working my butt off as much as I could. And our time limit was 12 minutes. I did it in 11:25.
But you did it.
I did it.
But finished, yes.
Yeah, I finished. And that was, once I finished and they showed me the stopwatch, it was it was a wave of relief. And it was a very, very, I was proud of myself.
Yeah.
Very. Because I knew if I passed that CPAT, that, I mean, I felt like I just had everything else in the bag.
Yeah. I got you. It's I from this side of it, because we go down there and work them.
Right.
I had much rather see somebody finish it in 10 minutes, but struggle through it, but say, I'm going to finish it.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to quit. And it may take them 30 seconds or a minute longer, but them fight and dig and struggle through it and finish it. Then somebody just smoke it in 7 minutes, and it's like no big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, because I talked about this last time too. At a point, we've seen so many people get to a point and they're like, I can't do it no more. Like, I'm tired, I'm wore out, I'm whatever, I can't go any further. And like, dude, your time is good. Don't stop now.
Right.
And they just dig their way to the end of it. That is all hard.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for. People don't have any quit in them.
That's right.
You can't have that
No.
here. No.
Yeah.
I mean, and we did some training a couple weeks ago that, what is it? Firefighter safety and survival.
Yeah. Yep.
You cannot have any quit in you during that.
No.
If you do, somebody's getting hurt.
Yeah. It'd be so easy to just say, nah, I'm not doing this. I quit.
Yeah, no, you.
So, yeah. All right. So, written test, kind of cut and dry. We talked about this where it's not very fire department related test. It's
Have you
more,
ever looked through it?
No, we didn't do that when I got hurt. We did.
If somehow you can get your hands on a copy of that test, go read it.
Yeah, I hadn't read it.
Everybody that I had talked to, even around the department, they're like, "Oh, it's if you can pass 5th grade math or whatever, you can read, you can pass it." I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." I wasn't worried. I came in here to take it, and the first 100, I think it was 150 questions. The first 100, they were broken up into kind of sections. Your first 20-ish, you had to read a little passage and answer some questions about it, cut and dry. If you knew how to read and understood what you were reading, you're good.
Yeah.
Then it went straight into math. I haven't done anything math-wise since 2016 when I graduated high school. The first question was, what's the square root of 169? I sat there for a solid 2 minutes going, I'm screwed. I'm failing this test.
Well, I will tell you, you'll not need to know the square root of 169.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
And they got a lot easier, but they would throw in some really hard math questions. And I know for a fact I did not do good on that part.
That's crazy.
And then it was like some spelling stuff and grammar stuff. So it was all, I mean, it was pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
But if you're worried, if you don't know, hey, they're not really looking at the grade that hard.
Yeah.
If you're just going into it, which you need to go in and try. If anybody's going into it, you need to go in and put your all in.
Yeah.
Don't ever do anything less than what you're able to.
Yeah.
But honestly, the last like 50 questions, I think, are what they look at more than anything. The last 50
Maybe.
questions are basically kind of trying to figure out your character.
Yeah.
There was one, and it's those where it's like a strongly disagree, and then all the way to up to strongly agree.
Yeah.
And it's, I would rather work with my hands versus working on a computer.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And I think there was one that was like, nice guys finish last. And I was like, how do you answer this?
That don't even fit.
Yeah, I don't agree with it, and I don't disagree with it, but if I put neutral, I feel like I'm wrong there too.
Yeah.
So I think they just really want to see your critical thinking skills. And the fact that you're not just going to go through and mark random answers, to make sure you're actually here for it and not just Joe Blow hoping for a job.
Well, way back when we did Scantrons in school, and I was in about the 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, I got so tired of bubbling in, I'd make Christmas trees in them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. We did SIVO today. It's still a Scantron test.
Yes. I remember that.
Crazy. All right. So what about interviews? From your side, going through the interview process, sitting in front of a panel of peers, which are, suppression truck riders, and then going in and talking to admin.
Yeah. I'll be honest, if it was at a department where I didn't know anybody, I would have probably went into it and felt a lot better.
Yeah.
But I come in here to a department that I've known for most of my life, or all my life really, and then I go in the first interview room out of our 3-step process, and I sit down, and I think there's only one guy in that room that I didn't know, and I'm like, oh, that sucks, because they all know who I am.
Yeah.
They all know what I know.
Yeah.
They all so I can't hide anything.
Yeah.
And it's very basic questions. It was, hey, is your family going to be cool with our schedule? And I think I told, I think Relaford was the one who asked that question to me. I told him, I was like, if somebody in my family has a problem with it, they're the problem.
They know what's coming already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then our second step was all of the, we had battalion chiefs in there. I want to say, training chief was in there. Inspections chief was in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a whole bunch of white shirts.
That's nerve-wracking.
That have known me since I was about knee high.
Yeah.
And I sit down and the sweat starts pouring.
Yep.
And it's, like I said, if it would have been any other department, I would have probably been a lot more calm.
Yeah.
But I was so nervous.
That's funny.
And then finally ended up in the chief's office. I was like, man, I'm so ready for this to be over with.
Yeah. It's a long, drawn out process, even from resume to the very last thing, but it's that way on purpose.
I want to say I sent in my resume the first day that it was available, which was last November, I believe.
I think it was.
And then my interview date was last week of January, first week of February. I don't remember exactly. And it felt like such a long drawn out process, but at the same time, it felt like everything happened so fast I couldn't blink.
Yeah. Lynn was still here when I went through.
Yeah.
And, man, I waited on emails.
Oh my God.
I was just impatient. Oh, I couldn't wait.
So you're talking about how much time's changed. When I hired in, we didn't have a secretary.
Yeah.
Or an administrative assistant, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We didn't have computers in the department. No such thing as email.
Yeah.
You didn't have cell phones. So you had to call the chief at the office and then come face to face to find anything out as far as the application process.
That'd be nerve-wracking, too.
Yeah, it was.
It was. Yeah. That would be... I think that'd be my nightmare if that's how I had to do it.
Yeah. That'd be rough. When I got hired, I knew the chief then since I was little. I think he coached Little League one year, in small town. Everybody knew each other too, but that made it a little more nerve-wracking.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So,
me and Dad were joking about it the other day. Our maze, our Connex box maze, I remember helping him and our now head chief build that maze.
yeah.
And I dropped a piece of wood on Chief's nose, right on the bridge of his nose, blacked both of his eyes. I mean, he was bleeding everywhere.
Oh, my goodness.
So I guess I can say I'm the first person in the department that's ever busted the Chief's nose.
Yeah, well, keep it at that one.
Oh, yeah. I don't, never again.
Oh, goodness. So once you get hired, everything comes down to one thing, and that is respect. Mark, how did you earn respect when you came on?
I know what I tried to do to earn respect, and I hope it worked. But I didn't try to differentiate me from anybody. I
Yeah.
tried to be the grunt.
Yeah.
I tried to get hands on with everything that. Back when I hired on, if my sergeant was doing something, I would try to say, "Hey, let me do it. Let me do it." I wanted to be into everything where I could learn as much as I could.
Yeah.
And then coming up through the department, I got my instructor certification stuff in '90 and started teaching.
Yeah.
And I think that helped me earn some respect.
Yeah, I think it does.
Because I taught at the department. I also taught at Gypstick, the Georgia
Yep.
Fire Academy. So I hope that did. But even when I made battalion chief on truck day, I was out there trying to check my vehicle. If it needed washed, I didn't expect the guys to wash it. Heck,
Yep.
I'd wash it.
I remember that.
If they were scrubbing the bay floors and I didn't have anything pressing, I'd get out there and scrub the bay floors.
Yeah.
I've always tried to say, I'm not going to ask somebody to do something I wouldn't do myself.
That's right.
I'm not. You're never above anything.
That's right.
And I feel like I hope that was how I earned respect. I feel like that helped.
Yeah, absolutely. It ain't something that happens immediately.
Right.
It takes a while, and it's hard, especially in Connor's position where he's just starting out. For you to learn the guys and the guys to learn you, and all right, well, he's good doing this and he's good doing that, and then they start to trust you a little more with certain tasks and stuff because you got to prove yourself. That's just part of it. But then you start building that respect up. That's a pretty good feeling.
Yeah.
How do you? This is a stupid question. Connor, what do you think destroys respect? I cut out the stupid question. We'll just go with this one.
Yeah, that's fine. Not being honest and trying to be something that you're not.
Yep.
I think that's going to be the biggest thing. And I've seen it firsthand with some other guys. Not necessarily here, which really I've never seen anything bad out of here, honestly. But around other places, other jobs, everything. I mean, I was lead technician at the last shop, at my old job, the last shop. And we'd have a new guy come in, and he's like, "Oh yeah, man, I know how to work on this. I know how to work on that." I'm like, "All right, cool. We really need some help. All right." First day he comes in, we hand him work. Halfway through the day, he's like, not even done with one unit. I'm like, "Man, are you good?" Yeah, I got it. And then I look, and he's completely doing it backwards, basically. Yeah. And I'm like, man, if you just said, hey, I don't know how to do this, it's a whole lot better, because now you got me mad. Now I've got to come back behind you and fix it.
Just be straight up about it.
Yeah. If I don't know something, I am definitely not afraid to say, hey, I have no clue what I'm doing.
Yep.
And I think that is a huge deal especially here. You can't play like you know something that you don't.
No, it's going to get called out.
In a hurry.
Yep.
Well, and even not even that, people's lives are on the line.
Yeah.
Even if it's something as simple as, tying off a halyard on a ladder.
Yeah.
If for some reason that ladder falls and you were the one that tied it off, and I tied that knot wrong, and I said, "Oh yeah, I got this. It's all good."
Yeah.
And it falls and somebody gets hurt. That's on me.
That's right. You got to live with that.
Yeah.
All right. So for y'all, and you had mentioned fourth generation.
Right.
This whole conversation is bigger than just this job. Like it takes on your families and the legacy. So let's kind of talk about the father and son side of it for just a second. What is it? And we kind of talked about this a little bit at the beginning, but what does it mean to watch your son enter this profession, to carry on that legacy? I know you said you were proud earlier, but to kind of keep that going.
Yeah, I'm very proud.
Yep.
But it makes me want to stand up a little straighter.
Yeah.
You know, and so yeah, he's hired. He's at the department I retired from. He's building his own legacy.
Yep.
And I don't know. It just it gives me a sense of pride in him, but it also gives me more pride in another buy-in, I guess you'd say, in the department.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he was raised in it.
Yeah.
All three of my children, my two girls and him, they were all raised in the fire service. They know what it's like for daddy not to be there for birthdays, Christmas, all that stuff. So it's a family tradition, I guess you'd say, because both my daughters married firemen.
Yep.
But it really, when both my daughters married firemen several years ago, it gave me a sense of pride in them. Both of them worked for another department in another county. But and then now my son's, in this department I say graduated, but retired from, because you train every day. So I guess that is kind of a graduation when you retire.
We do a lot of schooling.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Don't come here if you think you don't want to have a part in going to school or education or
Now it gives you like I said, a different buy-in on the department. But also it makes me stand up a little straighter and more proud.
That's good. Connor, what's it like carrying the Bagley name into the fire service? Does that create pressure or motivation?
A little bit of both. The pressure is there because I know there's a lot of guys around this department that they know me, but they don't know who I am.
Yeah.
If that, or I might have said that backwards. They know my name, and they have this idea of who I am.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can't avoid it, but I feel like there's going to be a handful of guys here that are, he's just here trying to live on his dad's coattail, ride it out, thinking he owns the place, something like that.
Yeah.
And I will say in my Chiefs interview, I looked him in the eyes and I said, I did not come here to ride on anybody's coattails. I said, I didn't come here to try to live off of somebody else's name.
Yeah.
I'm here to make a name for myself. I said, you can go change my name to whatever, and I'm still going to be the same person I am.
Yeah.
I said, I don't care. I'm here to put in the work and make a name for myself.
That's good stuff.
So a little bit about, you're talking about the pride. So I taught at Georgia Fire Academy from 1990 until 2019, before they shut down for COVID.
Yeah.
So I was invited back to help teach part of his rookie class.
That's awesome.
So I got to go down there and be in the burn building with him, do a little bit of teaching. But then when he graduated, they actually called me up on the stage and let me present him with his certificate of completion and his state certification. You're talking about very proud dad moment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's good stuff.
That meant a lot.
Yeah. That's a big deal.
Scared the mess out of me because the chief that was supposed to hand me my certificate, he's a shorter guy. So I look up to look him in the eyes, and I'm looking my dad in the chest. I was like, oh, all right.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so before we wrap this up, let's talk about advice. So, Mark, if you could give Connor one piece of advice before he starts tomorrow, what would that be?
Keep your head on the swivel. Follow what your company officer says do.
Yeah.
And be true to what you're doing.
That's right. Sometimes we have to check up and remember why we started doing this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've been told multiple times, this job ever gets hard, remember that feeling of the day when you got hired.
Yeah.
When you got that phone call. Remember that feeling and it'll help things immensely. And not gonna lie, I've used that a couple times already.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to remember you're not here for the money.
Oh no,
It's
not
not
at
a
all.
job.
Yep. We got to feed our family.
Oh
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
But it's so much more than that.
Right.
Yep. Connor, if you could give a piece of advice to somebody currently sitting in recruit school, or maybe they're thinking about, maybe this is what I want to do, what would that piece of advice be?
Be confident in everything you do with the fire service.
Yep.
You want to be confident, even if you don't know what you're doing and someone is teaching you how to do it. Be confident, but don't be cocky.
Yep. There's a fine line there.
Yeah. Be confident and don't hold back.
Yep.
Just give it your all, no matter what. Even if you screw it up in the worst ways possible, give it your all. Because at least you can say, I screwed this up, but I tried as hard as I could.
Yep. That's good advice. All right, so let's change the whole direction. Let's go totally personal, not related to the fire service. Nothing to do with the fire service. So what artist or music are you listening to right now, Mark?
But Connor doesn't like it. Luke Combs.
Okay.
Chris Stapleton.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
Just country.
I got you. All right. What about you?
Man, my music taste goes from one end to the other every day. I can't remember the name of this band. I don't remember what it is. It's rock. I mean, I listen to Love Ella Langley. She's great.
Okay.
So I mean, I'll
Seem like a lot of people like Ella.
I'm an Ella fella. I mean, I think it was oh gosh, what's his name?
Hollis.
Hollis. Yeah.
Yeah.
He said it
He
when he
said
was
the
on
same
here with
thing,
you.
yep.
Yeah. I mean, I listened to literally everything, but I grew up all around music. My mom sang. I was in band all in high school and everything. So my music taste, it doesn't matter what song's on. I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah, that's good. So other than this fantastic podcast, what else? Y'all listen to other podcasts at all?
Honestly, this is the only one to listen to. My wife doesn't listen to music.
Yeah.
She listens to podcasts constantly.
Okay.
And anytime she's in the car. And I don't know. I just wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
Now, I have listened to your podcast quite a bit.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of changed my views on podcasts to an extent.
Yeah.
I listen to a couple, but I'm really picky on what I listen to.
Yeah.
Like there's just a 2 or 3 that I listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't listen to anything of romance or whatever, stuff like that, like the old soap operas.
Oh yeah.
But my wife has had me listen to one about the mortuary up in the Somerville area.
Oh,
I know what you're talking about.
There's a podcast on it, and which I was working here during all that going on, and kind of had a lot of the inside information on it back then.
Is that the one where they were supposed to be cremating and they wasn't?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
And so that one was very interesting. But other than that, and Wind the Cue, that's it.
Gotcha. What about you?
There's including this one, there's 3 podcasts I listen to. The other 2, there's one, it's called Explore With Us. It's, I don't know if it's a guy or a group of guys, whatever, but they'll take recent police body cam footage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's not just, oh, this dude got a DUI, but it's some pretty gruesome stories, honestly. But it's all stuff within the past few years. I mean, some stuff, one I listened to the other day was just a couple months old.
Yeah.
But it's real body cam footage. I mean, the real audio from it, and you can actually watch it too. And there's a narrator that goes along with it. But I mean, they go into the investigation rooms and everything. I really enjoy stuff like that. And then there's another podcast to listen to. It's called Unsubscribe. It's a bunch of veterans and stuff that get on there and just, I mean, they're just kind of stupid and it's funny.
Yeah. Well, it's got to be funny.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Do y'all have a favorite Bible verse?
The one I guess that always comes back to be just the 23rd Psalm.
Yep. That's a good one. It's hard to beat that one.
It's hard to beat that one. And, you not to be on the downside, but most all funeral services you go to, I did church services, whatever, but it kind of lays out your life.
Yeah.
The way you should live your life.
Absolutely.
And,
Sure does.
and it tells you why you should live it that way. So,
There's been so many times I've been worried about something, scared, whatever it is, and think about Psalms 23.
Yeah. I worked with a guy number of years now. He's deceased now. And his favorite Bible verse was Jesus wept.
Yeah.
And I asked him one day, I said, that's the shortest verse in the Bible.
Yeah.
I don't understand this. He said, because when I get in a bind and I don't have time to think about nothing else, I can say that one quick and keep doing my job.
There you go.
I thought he was being kind of sarcastic about it, but come to find out, no, he was being truthful.
Yeah. Well, I can see a point to that too, where, if the Lord got to that point, we're going to get to that point.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, good deal. What about you? You got one?
I can't quote it word for word. It's Joshua 1:9, and it talks about being courageous.
Yeah.
I've kind of always tried to stick true to that as much as I could.
Good deal. That's a good one too. All right. Anything else on your heart and on your mind?
No, I'm glad to be here. Glad to come back to the headquarters.
Yeah, come back.
See some of the guys, and does the old man good to get to hang out at the fire station again.
You got an open invitation.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'll take you up on that.
Absolutely.
You still cooking biscuits?
We still do. We still do breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, we do the regular.
All right.
So I'll let you know. You can come by and eat with us.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to it.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah. All right. 37 years in and just getting started. Same profession, two completely different perspectives. So, Mark and Connor, I appreciate both of y'all coming.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. I love y'all's story and just the legacy of that. I think it's awesome. So thank you for listening to Wind the Q, the stories behind the Sirens. Stay safe. Take care of your crew. Take care of your family.
Boots hit the floor. Jump in our gear. Mask, gloves, door, screaming down the street.
Before we wrap up, if you've gotten value out of this podcast, if it's something that you listen to, that you share, and that you believe in, then there's a way to support it directly. We've set up a monthly support option through Buzzsprout, and that link is in the description. Everything that goes into this, the time, the equipment, the production, it all adds up, and that support helps us keep this thing moving forward and growing. If that's something that you want to be a part of, we appreciate it. And if not, just keep listening, sharing it, send it to your crew. That matters just as much, but we appreciate all of it.